This is part of ASB Google Classroom training, part 3. And in this tutorial, we already have gone over accessing your classroom, adding students, and we've had a tour of the interface. Now we're going to dive into creating topics and creating assignments. So let's get to it. Once you get into your Google Classroom, you're going to click on the classroom work. And this shows, for mine, all of the topics that I already have and assignments. So if you need to create a new assignment or a new topic, you can go ahead and click on the Create button, and we're going to start with an assignment. So when you say Create Assignment, you want to give it a title, something that the students will be able to understand and to recognize. This will be how the assignment is identified, and it will be in the title of their assignment as well. So for this one, I'm going to say, instead of practice one, I'm going to be more descriptive and say, things I like about classroom. Now, in the instructions, you want to be very clear. If you are attaching something that the student will need to fill out, I will say, complete the Google Doc, and then attach a video you find online showing a new feature of Classroom. Now, because I said complete the doc, they are going to expect a document attached. If I'm not going to attach a document, you may want to say create and attach a document here. So I'm going to do 4 because that's my grading scale. If you're high school, you may want to do out of 7. And you must create a due date. Now, even if you do not want anything attached to this, let's say it's not something that they're going to submit digitally. Maybe you're going to say, complete the worksheet passed out in class today that was entitled blank. You will still need to add a due date. This is because we want all the students' calendars to be updated regularly so that we don't have to add it separately to another calendar. So this is going to be due on Thursday, and I'm not going to put a time here. And then here's the topic. So if I already have a topic that I want this to be in, and I do, I'm going to say Unit 1, you can select that, or you can create your own topic. And now here's the magic part of this. If you have a file that you would like to add to this, so this can be anything in your drive or something that you upload. Let's say that I want to upload a screenshot that I have. I could do that. A PDF, a PowerPoint, anything that you have on your computer. Students will be able to view this. If you have something in your drive, now this is the real magic one. If you already have a worksheet created, let's say that I have this What's New in Classroom worksheet created, and I want to add that. Here, instead of the student viewing it only, I want this to be their assignment that they're editing and adding. I can say view only if it's just instructions, which in this case I wouldn't, because I want them to be able to edit and to add their work onto there. I could say just edit it, which means the whole class will be able to contribute to this one document, which I don't want. I want everybody to make their own this time. So I'm going to say make a copy for each student. Now it's really important that you do this before you push assign, because once you push assign on an assignment, you can't go back and make a copy of a document. So I'm really careful to say make a copy for each student. This really organizes your files as well as theirs. As soon as you say make a copy and assign, it's going to make a copy, rename that copy with the student's name and the title of the assignment, and it's going to organize it in your My Drive as well as their drive. You can also upload a YouTube video. So here I'm going to search for a Google Classroom video to add. You probably most likely already have the URL available, but I'm going to assign just this, or you could add just a link to another website. So I'm going to add a link here. Now, I've added everything. Obviously, in a normal assignment, you don't need to add everything, but just so you know, you could add a PDF or any doc, something within Google, a website, and a video, whatever you needed. Something else that I really like is you could save this as a draft and come back to it later, or you could schedule, let's say that you're going to be gone a day, and you want to schedule this to come out at a certain time. Now remember, if you post all of your assignments right away, all students can see all the work, and they will probably either work ahead or know what's coming up, which is great, but maybe you don't want them to work ahead. So I like to maybe schedule it for the day it's supposed to come out so I don't have to worry about it later, or just simply assign it on that day. So now as I push assign, it's going to create a copy of this one that I said created a copy for. So I added this to my topic 1, and here it lives. Another thing you may want to create are your different topics. So if you just click create topic, I'm going to make a new one, unit 4. I'm just going to name this test. And you'll notice that the units go at the bottom. Now some people don't like that. They want that to appear at the top. So you can say move up. And so now you're moving up one by one. Now I've watched a few tutorials already that say that there have been many requests for this to be able to be a drag and drop feature. But again, if you want to give that feedback to Google, down at this question mark, you can say send feedback. This question is actually not in a unit, so I'm going to edit it and make sure that I assign this into a different unit. Now all my items are organized. So I move the unit 4 to the top, I can move it back to the bottom if I wanted, or I can move up unit 1, depending on how you want. A lot of teachers do like this new organization so that they can keep all the assignments grouped together based on the unit. And in this tutorial, we went over creating assignments as well as creating topics. In the next one, we will start talking about the questions feature.